Alright, good morning internet. The last time I saw you was a couple of months ago during my last review, so it's been a while. Um, but now I'm back. Alright, so today we're doing a review of the Scrambler 1100 Sport Pro by Ducati. This bike was sent to me just today, just over breakfast. We are at Marilake, and I rode the Ducati V Twin going up here. And while having breakfast, my friend and I decided to swap bikes on the way down. And here I am on the Scrambler. The Ducati Panigale V2 review is coming right up as well. There's actually a funny story there. We had a police escort on the way up. But that's for another video. Right now, the video that we're making is for the Scrambler Sport Pro. Man, this bike is fun. Okay, so what we're going to do today is a first impressions review. So, okay, I'm not going to do the tech specs because that's something that the information is available on the internet. So I'm not going to go through that. I'm going to focus on the riding experience. Okay, so let's start. All right, so let's start with the likes and dislikes. Wait a minute. There we go. Okay, the likes and dislikes for this is fun. The likes and dislikes for the Scrambler. As you can see, the motorcycle is very nimble. It's actually quite light, so it likes getting thrown around. And because it's such a light bike, it's not very tiring at all. It's so easy to just flick it in and out of corners. Okay, and if you do make a mistake, it's easy to make corrections just because it's such a flickable bike. So yeah, so that's it. The first one that I like, my first impression, is it's just really, really nimble. I think the riding position helps it as well, because then it's easy to shift like this. See this corner over here? Yeah, it's so easy to shift your weight around the bike. Your weight is on your wrist, and so it's not as heavy. Wait a minute. So that's super bike friend passing me by. There you go. All right. I don't want to hold anyone up. So where was I? Okay. So that's the very first impression that I have. This bike is just really light and nimble. Okay. The second impression I have, the engine. As you can see, it's quite it's fast enough. Hold on. Trying to, I guess, ride as fast as we can, and it's giving us a hard time for passage. There's something about a big truck driving fast that's just quite scary. So we gotta get past the truck. On. Right, cool. Alright, let's go back to the review. Alright, so the the engine. Back to the engine. So as you can see, the engine, the bike's light. It doesn't, even if the engine isn't, you know, a superbike engine, not really meant to have one. The bike is kind of a naked, I guess, well, Scrambler. So the 1100 motor is just right for it, I think. The one thing I noticed versus the old one, I had a chance to ride that, not up in the hills, but just around the city. I did notice that I think the gearing for this bike is much better. I think I can stay longer in gears without having to shift as much. I'm just actually playing around second and third gear on the way down. I do get, I do run out of third gear, and so, but look, that's fine. I mean, I'm not on a super bike. I'm just on a Scrambler, and it's enough for me. Okay, get past the start. But anyway, back to the engine. It's just a very friendly engine. The gearing is just right, and you know, while it's not super bike fast, it is definitely fast enough for the type of bike that it is. I'd say for the average rider, I'd like to think that I'm an average rider. This engine is more than capable of going fast, where I'm comfortably fast. Okay, so we're going through a section in Marilake that has a lot of nice twisties. This section is where I saw a couple of dogs, where I almost kind of, there we go, that part over there, where I almost ran over a couple of dogs. Thankfully, none of us got hurt. That was someone was answering that day. But anyway, yeah, so the 750 is quite dangerous. Coming up to the most dangerous corner, in my opinion. Gotta be careful. Slow down a little bit. Slow rock. Alright, go. Right, so get a little bit more comfortable. This next set of twisties is probably my favorite here in Marilake. They're, you know, nice and wide and just very slow. So anyway, back to the impression, first impressions of this bike. So where was I? Engine. All right. So yeah, definitely an engine that I can get behind, and I'm sure the average rider is gonna have fun. Okay. Next, first impressions. I think, look, when I first saw this bike, I found it really striking. The black on black with the gold fork, to me, looks really nice. The 1100 favorite corner, right? Okay, the 1100 on the back, it looks, in my opinion, it looks really nice. In fact, it looks better than the original Scrambler logo. It just makes it look more, I don't know, more macho, I guess. Okay. Thank you. So, yeah, just the look on this motorcycle, in my opinion, is a huge improvement over the old Scrambler. Not that older model didn't look nice or doesn't look nice, still looks nice, but I think this looks cleaner. It looks just I don't know. That's it, cleaner. Okay. Um, Look at the end. I'm not having so much fun on this bike. I really think for the, I guess, the level of rider that I am, um, this bike is fun. I'm not gonna be better than this bike, but I can get close to achieving, I guess, the limit of the bike. I could probably take it to 80, 90% of the bike, and that's always fun. I remember when I was doing this I was fortunate to ride Sepak during a Ducati riding experience. Was it this weekend? The bike that I enjoyed the most. So we rode at that time the wasn't a Panigale yet. It was a few years ago. I think it's just before the 11. Just before the 1198. Oh no, sorry, 1298 was it? I might be mistaken, but I have some pictures. I'll post it when I do get a chance. But the one before the Panigale, the 1198. I rode that on the track. I rode the man, these scooters quite fast. I rode that. I rode the Multi Strada, and okay, just one moment. Okay. All right. So I rode the Multi Strada, and the bike that I enjoyed the most was a Monster. I think that was the 821. Not sure now. I can't remember, but I had so much fun in the racetrack riding that bike because I felt like Superman because the bike wasn't really fast, but for my skill level, I felt like I was like really flying. Obviously, I wasn't really flying. I'm probably very slow on that bike. I mean, relatively speaking. But in terms of enjoyment, I enjoyed the Monster more than I did the 1198, more than I did the Multistrada. Sir. Okay. Alright, so what about things that, I'm not too keen on? So, for one thing, I think if you're gonna ride a bit faster pace, then you definitely need steering damper. And I think that's just a good thing overall in general. But I think this thing, probably because of the angle of the fork, I think it's a bit more malikot, and so it'll definitely be an advantage if you put a steering damper on the bike because you guys keep it stable. That's one. The sound. I'm not. Well, it's a stock can. There are a couple cans, so the sound doesn't do the V twin justice. But that's an easy fix. It's a relatively easy fix. So like the exhaust sound is not as nice as the exhaust sounds of the other stock exhaust pipes of other Ducati models. So yeah. What else? Wind blast. Obviously, because this is a naked bike. When you're doing twisties, you don't really notice it, but when you're kind of in a straight line, okay. So yeah, for example here, I can really feel the wind, and if you do this a lot of times, straight line, fast, high speed, then yeah, you're gonna get tired pretty quickly. Yeah, in my Relake it's not such a problem. There's not a lot of straights here, but if I can imagine if you ride the highway, then it's gonna be tight. This is one of my clubmates. That's Richard on his Vespa. Man, this guy's fast. He let me through. This is probably one of the few times that I get to overtake him. I thought Richard is one of our faster riders in the club, and today they went up very lucky on their scooters. And man, even though they're on their scooters, they're pretty fast. Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, what else? It's not necessarily a weakness, but the tires. The tires are the OEM. I think they're Pirelli. I don't know what, but they're Pirelli, and they're not really made for twisties. I don't think. Just a lot of the tread pattern. I don't think. I think it's more for like well, the Scrambler after all. So it's more like oh, there you go. um, it's more for general street riding. But if you want to go twisties, then obviously you might want to put a tire that's more suited for twisties. All right, so yeah, we're coming to the end of we're past the twisties now. And so yeah, that's my review. I hope you like it. The B2 review is coming right up. Welcome back to me, YouTube, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And I will see you guys soon. Bye, and you guys take care. Ride safe. I'll see you around. Bye, guys.